Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. This is Stacy from the S&R Creations from the Heart. The R would be Renee Heller, and you may be seeing videos from her down the road, but right now it's probably just mostly be me. So today I'm going to show you how to make this fun card by using the Build a Snowman set by Catherine Pooler. I love looking at Catherine Pooler's website. There's lots of pictures for each stamp set. Their design team is fantastic and it just gives you a bunch of great ideas. I'll definitely link her site below so that you can check it out for yourself. Alright, so let's get started. I'll be using the stamp set I just mentioned and then also the Starry Night cover plate, also by Catherine Pooler. This stamp set is great because there's a lot of different elements that you can use to make the cutest snowman, and the sentiments are just perfect. So let me show you how I made that panel. And like I said, I used the Catherine Pooler Starry Night cover plate. This thing is so versatile and you can use it in so many different ways. So the colors I used are Lime Ricky and All That Jazz, also by Catherine Pooler. And I used the swiping method, as you can see there, and the stamp pads are foam and so they work great for this method. And if you're going to do this a lot, I highly recommend getting a re-inker because it does use a bit of ink. And so that's what the panel pretty much looked like when it was whole, and I just cut it in half and then trimmed it down to 5 1/4 so that it would fit on the front of the card as so. So the next thing that I did to this card panel was added some white specks. And the way I did this was I used the Tim Holtz Distress Pigment Dauber Picket Fence in the color of Picket Fence. And I'm going to be adding it to a stamp block, just pouring a little bit onto the stamp block. And then I'm going to thin it out with the Tim Holtz Distress Sprayer, just with some water. You want it to be somewhat thin so that it flicks pretty easily, and so I'm going to just mix it up with my paintbrush, and then I'm going to do a little test flick on my tabletop, and I'm ready to go. Once this was done, then I also went over it with a brief spritz of, I have some Perfect Pearls, and I just put that in a bottle with some water, and then it adds a little bit of shimmer as well. And it was the Perfect Pearl in the color of Perfect Pearl. So now these little guys, I was able to stamp them out. I stamped the nose in orange peel, the carrot. The arms I did in icing on the cake, and then all the rest of the hats and the scarves or whatever else comes in there I did in aquatini. And I was able to stamp them out and cut them out with my scan and cut. They do have matching dies that you can purchase as well, but it worked great for the scan and cut. These are the sentiments. I'm going to do a little bit different on this card, and which one should I do? I think I'm going to do, well, let's throw this together first and see what looks good. Kind of want to use the Wishing You the Flurry of Fun. So let's see what that one looks like. Yeah, not so much. Yes, I like that one. Alright, so let's glue down the big guy. I'm going to fast forward this for you really quick. This is my favorite glue now. I love this Barely Art glue. I love that it's got the different points, different tips. The fine point tip is awesome. And I pretty much leave it on and use it for everything. Alright, so for this little guy, I'm going to put that one aside, put a stamp block on it to hold it down while it glues, while the glue dries. And for this little guy, I'm going to put some double-sided tape. This is just double-sided tape that I got off the Amazon store, and I do like it because it is tearable. I don't mean terrible as in awful, I mean tearable. You can tear it. So I'm using scissors here because I do like some clean lines every once in a while, and I'm also cutting it very fine and very thin to put on those the little earmuffs and his little arms and so forth. So while I finish up this, let me give you a little backstory on how I got this stamp set. I belong to a Facebook group called the Foiling Snobs Club. And in August, we had our first mystery stamp challenge with 3 of our admins. And this was the set that me and another admin, Chow, surprised them with. It's since been renamed to Card Wars, and we just had one yesterday. So that one's available on Nancy Stamp's YouTube channel. So if you wanted to go check that out, I would highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun, and I actually got to participate this time. Okay, so let's finish off this card. We're gonna put this little guy down right here, and he's got a little bit of foam tape on the back of him, so he's popped up real nice. And then let's glue down our sentiments. I think this would be a great card to do an assembly line type of method where you cut out all your elements, have them all ready to go, and then you just put a bunch of cards together all at once, and there you go. You have a cute card for the holidays. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to be notified when I do another video, then be sure to hit the notifications button as well. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.